Hi, Andrew from The Investor's Way here, and welcome to day 22 of my 30-day video challenge, where I'm answering your questions and giving a little bit of background into how to take control of your money and get started in your investing journey. And don't forget to leave me a like, a comment, or even share so that we can get this information to as many people as possible. So you can do that just below the video. Today I want to talk a little bit about risk, or your risk profile, and the question comes up about how do I manage risk. Well, in my perspective when it comes to risk, I like to see people who are just starting out take a fairly conservative approach and look for the reasonably average returns or slightly better than average returns by putting their money in reasonably safe investments. And as I've said before on these videos, property stocks and cash-based investments, and you can do that reasonably comfortably with things like ETFs that I've talked about, and even general property investments. If you do the research, they're reasonably stable investments when it comes to your risk. But some people have also indicated that they'd like to take a little bit more risk, and so what does that look like for them? Or how do they go about doing it? And so as you start to build your investment portfolio, I would suggest that it's not a bad idea to put some of your money into riskier investments. Now, I'd say probably up to 10% of your available cash flow you could look to put to some more risky investments. And when I say risky, it's more that they just have a higher potential return, but also they come with the potential for loss. So try not to put any more than 10% into these investments in case something does go wrong. But if you are looking for a little bit of a higher return, then that is one way of doing it, by allocating some of your money to these riskier investments. But when you're first starting out, try and keep it reasonably conservative and look for at least the average returns across each of those asset classes, which you can do in the investments that I've talked about: ETFs, stock investments, property ETFs, and your cash-based ETFs or direct term deposit or bond type investments. So you can do that. So that's it on risk today. Thanks for joining me, and as I said earlier, don't forget to like the video, share, and leave me a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm Andrew from The Investor's Way, and I'm dedicated to your wealth.